Boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Obscure Angel PT, and for today I'm just here taking some donuts on Need for Speed Payback. So Need for Speed Payback, it was developed by the Ghost Games and it is using Frostbite Free. Ghost Games was the developers behind the latest Need for Speed, and Frostbite Free it is the engine behind Battlefield, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Andromeda. So this is the settings that I'm running the game on the laptop. Okay, so native resolution, all the settings set to the minimum, but with the exception of anti-aliasing, which I'm using TAA. This is optional, it is really up to you what you want to use. Of course TAA is a little bit more demanding, but nothing too serious. But I had to make some tweaks on the game, so to access the tweaks, if you want to make some of the tweaks, and you will need to if you want to run the game, you need to go to your documents folder, Need for Speed Payback settings, and find this file called profile options _ profile, and open it with a WordPad or whatever editor that you have. And you have access to all the settings of the game in text. Okay, so I have some stuff in here that is wrong or not equal to the latest videos. So until using post I will set it to 2. This will enable TAA. If you don't want TAA, just use 0 or 1 for FXAA. Resolution, yeah, this is wrong. Let's use the native 768 and 1366, and this is the line that I did add to this file. This line over here wasn't really available on the file. I just added. This enables the resolution scaling into the game because the game doesn't allow you to go under 720p, and so using resolution scaling you can go with lower resolutions. So you just need to add GST render dot resolution scale, and then you use the value that you want. I will use 0.5, which means the resolution is half of the resolution that I had before, which is pretty much playing at 380p, 380p, which is a very low resolution, but it's the only way that I was able to get an average of 34 frames per second and a 1% low of 28. I also tried with 75% of resolution scaling, which is pretty much like playing at 576p, and unfortunately the average was 26 and the 1% low was 21. Without any tweaking and only using the options of the game, 720p low, I was getting an average of 23 frames and the 1% low of 18. So I think these tweaks are really required if you want to enjoy Need for Speed Payback in the graphic cards listed on the title. Okay, whatever, if you use TAA or not, that will be up to you and completely optional, because TAA blurs a lot the image. I just decided to use it because the resolution is so low that I think it ends up being better having a completely blurred image than having pixels everywhere. But every people have a different opinion, so if you prefer without TAA, there is no problem. You can use anti-aliasing post to 0 or just set it on the graphic settings. Just one thing that I think you should know: after you set that file and change the file, you no longer can change the graphic settings of the game. Sometimes it is fine, you can change some of the things, but some other times for me it completely overwrites the changes that I made, so the resolution was again very high for running the game. Okay, so guys, that's all that I want to talk for now about Need for Speed Payback. This was the most demanding track that I did found on this early access into the game, which is the Mountain Run. So if you want to try out, you now know the name of the track. So thank you a lot for watching, hope this was helpful, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
It's now or never. And that's how it's done.